Jim. On first down, Keenum. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Keenum. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Whitney merciless. Coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Keenum now to throw. Complete outright to Jake Butt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now it's Keenum. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he will have a touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A beautiful fake. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keenum, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Keenum going for it on 4th. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Roger.
Now Keenum. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. J.J. Watt in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Shotgun snap for Keenum. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jermaine Kurz, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. And now it's blocked. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing.
This is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big-time play there for the Texans. And even 60 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Jordan Thomas with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And Denver getting set to take the field. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he slides to avoid the hit. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a third down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. Keenum, and he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Christian Covington in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they do.
They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Gone!
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Gone.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Keenum. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Again on second and 10, it's Jackson. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And it's third down. The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll air this one toward Coleman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to take another shot here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They go play action now. Jackson stays on his feet, eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so. Now
they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action with Jackson. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. T.J. Jones, 75 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those. Yeah,
I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, it's Keenum. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. From the red zone, it's Keenum. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now let's go.
Now Jackson on second down, finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
A first down carry now for Miller. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On second down, Jackson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Von Miller in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Over. Gone.
Here's Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 28 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You brought over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
Escaping the pressure right. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's J.J. Watt. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Yeah, I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch them in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
On second down, here's Jackson. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And this will be caught at the 30. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Welcome back now to Denver. Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Take Carradine. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
22.
And now they'll throw with Keenum. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, it's Keenum. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by K'Von Webster. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Let's go, defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson, forced out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Keenum now to throw. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Keenum, got to have this one. Steps away to his left. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Again, it's Miller. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Detroit!
On 3rd down, Jackson buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Here we go now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Leopard! Leopard!
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Being chased out left, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. One last throw for Keenum. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. One final try now for Keenum. Oh, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner,